All right, my lovely people, welcome to a journey that's going to warm your heart and fill your kitchen with the most incredible aromas. Today we're talking about a dish that's so much more than just a meal. It's a story, a tradition, and a taste of history all in one bowl. Today, we're diving into the world of goulash, a rich, hearty stew that's pure comfort in a bowl. It's the kind of food that makes you want to curl up with a blanket and savor every spoonful, especially when the weather turns chilly or you need a little extra comfort. Imagine tender beef, sweet onions, and a deep red sauce bursting with paprika. Each bite is a perfect balance of savory, sweet, and just a hint of smokiness. The ingredients are simple, but when they come together, they create something truly special, something that feels like home, no matter where you are. Goulash isn't just food, it's a warm hug on a cold night, and it's easier to make than you think. Whether you're cooking for yourself, your family, or a group of friends, this dish brings people together and sparks conversation around the table. This dish hails from Hungary, where shepherds cooked it over open fires, turning simple ingredients into something magical. Picture those early days, a bubbling pot suspended over glowing embers, the scent of paprika and beef wafting through the countryside. It was a meal born out of necessity, but elevated by tradition and love. Over centuries, it's become Hungary's national treasure, loved by all. Families pass down their own recipes, each with a unique twist, but always with that unmistakable goulash soul. It's a dish that brings generations together, from bustling city restaurants to quiet countryside kitchens. The secret? Sweet Hungarian paprika. It gives goulash its signature color and smoky sweet flavor. This isn't just any spice, it's the heart of the dish, infusing every bite with warmth and depth. If you've never cooked with real Hungarian paprika before, you're in for a treat. Slow cooking is key. Let those flavors meld and the beef turn melt in your mouth tender. The longer it simmers, the richer and more complex the stew becomes. It's a lesson in patience, but trust me, the reward is worth every minute. Don't worry if you're new to this. Just use good ingredients, take your time, and enjoy the process. Cooking goulash is as much about the experience as it is about the final dish. Chop your veggies, season your meat, and let the kitchen fill with anticipation. I'll guide you step by step, so by the end, you'll have a dish that'll wow your friends and family. Whether you're a seasoned cook or just starting out, you'll find this recipe approachable and rewarding. And who knows? You might even start your own goulash tradition. Ready? Let's get cooking and make some goulash magic. Grab your apron, gather your ingredients, and let's bring a little taste of Hungary into your home tonight. Before we start, let's get our kitchen kit sorted for a smooth cooking experience. Grab a big, heavy-bottomed pot or Dutch oven. This is essential for even cooking and deep flavor. You'll also need a sharp knife and a sturdy chopping board for prepping your veggies and beef. A wooden spoon is perfect for stirring without scratching your pot. Measuring cups and spoons will help you get those flavors just right. Have a few small bowls handy for organizing your chopped ingredients. This is your mise en place. Prepping everything ahead makes cooking stress-free and fun. When you're organized, you can focus on building flavor, not scrambling for tools. So, set out your gear, clear your workspace, and get ready to cook like a pro. With everything in place, you're already halfway to a perfect goulash. Let's move on to the ingredients. Time to gather the good stuff. Let's talk ingredients. Before we even think about turning on the stove, it's important to gather everything you'll need for a truly authentic goulash. The beauty of this dish is that it's built on simple, honest ingredients, each one playing a crucial role in creating those deep, comforting flavors we all crave. First up, the star of the show, beef chuck. You'll want about 1 kilo, cut into big, hearty chunks. Don't be shy about asking your butcher for the best cut. Marbled beef will give you that melt-in-the-mouth texture after a long, slow cook. The size of the pieces matters too. Larger chunks mean juicier bites and a stew that feels rustic and satisfying. Next, let's build our flavor base. 2 large onions, a couple of carrots, and 2 sticks of celery, all chopped up, will add sweetness and depth. These vegetables are the unsung heroes, breaking down as they cook and infusing the stew with a subtle, earthy richness. Don't forget the garlic. 2 or 3 cloves, finely chopped or crushed, will give your goulash that unmistakable aromatic punch. If you love garlic, feel free to add an extra clove for good measure. Now the ingredient that truly defines goulash, sweet Hungarian paprika. 4 generous tablespoons will give your stew its signature color and a gentle, smoky warmth. This isn't the time to be stingy. Paprika is what sets this dish apart from any other beef stew. A tablespoon of caraway seeds brings a unique, slightly peppery aroma that's essential for that classic Central European flavor. It's a small addition, but it makes a world of difference. You'll also need a couple of tablespoons of plain flour. This will help thicken the stew, giving it a rich, velvety texture. And don't forget a splash of oil. Just enough to brown the meat and start building those delicious layers of flavor at the bottom of your pot. For the simmering liquid, go for 1 liter of good quality beef stock. This will bring everything together, helping the flavors meld and the meat become beautifully tender. A tin of chopped tomatoes adds brightness and a gentle acidity, balancing out the richness of the beef and paprika. If you have fresh tomatoes on hand, you can use those too for an even fresher taste. Toss in a bay leaf or 2. These little leaves infuse the stew with a subtle herbal note that lingers in the background, tying all the flavors together. And of course, don't forget to season generously with salt and freshly ground black pepper. Taste as you go and adjust to your liking. Seasoning is what brings all the other flavors to life. With these simple, honest ingredients, you're well on your way to creating a dish that's both humble and extraordinary. When cooked slowly, they transform into something truly special. A stew that's rich, hearty, and packed with flavor. So, gather everything up on your kitchen counter, take a moment to appreciate the colors and aromas, and get ready to start prepping. This is where the magic begins. The magic starts with what you put in the pot. Ready to chop? Let's get started on this delicious journey. Your kitchen is about to smell amazing. Aprons on. Let's get everything prepped so cooking is a breeze. Roughly chop your onions. They'll melt into the sauce, so no need for perfection. Wash and chunk your carrots and celery to match the onions for a rustic feel. Smash and finely chop your garlic for even flavor throughout the stew. Pat your beef chunks dry with paper towels. This helps them brown beautifully. Toss the beef with flour, salt, and pepper in a large bowl, coating each piece. Organize your chopped veggies and beef into separate bowls. This simple prep step makes you feel like a pro and keeps things stress-free. With everything ready, you can focus on building flavor, not scrambling for ingredients. Prepping ahead is the secret to a smooth, enjoyable cooking experience. Take a breath. You're ready for the fun part. Let's get that pot sizzling. Time to build those big, bold flavors. Onto the stove. Heat your pot over medium-high and add a couple tablespoons of oil. Brown half the flour-dusted beef chunks. Don't crowd the pan, or you'll steam instead of sear. Once browned, set the beef aside and repeat with the rest. Those caramelized bits in the pot? That's pure flavor gold. Lower the heat, add your chopped onions, and stir, scraping up the tasty bits. Cook onions until soft and golden, about 8 minutes. Add carrots and celery, cooking for another 5 minutes to soften. Stir in garlic and caraway seeds, cooking just until fragrant. Your kitchen should already smell incredible. This careful layering of flavors is what makes goulash unforgettable. Take your time. Each step builds depth. Once the veggies are ready, it's time for the paprika. Let's bring it all together. Turn the heat down low and add all that glorious, sweet Hungarian paprika. This is the soul of your goulash, the ingredient that gives it its unmistakable color and deep, earthy flavor. Don't rush this step. Let the paprika gently fall into the pot, almost like a soft red snowfall, promising warmth and comfort in every bite. Stir it in for just a minute, no more, to release its vibrant color and intoxicating aroma. You'll notice the kitchen filling with a sweet, smoky scent that's absolutely irresistible. Now return the beautifully browned beef to the pot, letting all those caramelized bits and juices join the party. Add in your chopped tomatoes, which will break down and add a subtle tang and body to the stew. Pour in rich beef stock, enough to create a hearty base, and toss in a couple of bay leaves for that gentle herbal undertone. Stir everything together gently, making sure the liquid just covers the ingredients. This is key for even cooking and a luscious, thick sauce. Season generously with salt and freshly cracked black pepper. Don't be shy. This is where the flavors start to build their depth. Bring the pot to a gentle simmer, watching as tiny bubbles begin to rise to the surface. This is not a dish to rush. Patience is your best friend here. You want just a soft bubble here and there, never a rolling boil. This slow, gentle heat will coax out every bit of flavor from your ingredients. Place the lid on, trapping all that goodness inside, and let it cook slowly for 2 to 3 hours. This is when the magic happens. The beef becomes meltingly tender, and the sauce thickens to perfection. Every hour or so, check and give it a gentle stir to prevent anything from sticking to the bottom. This little bit of attention ensures nothing burns and every bite is as delicious as the last. After a couple of hours, you'll notice the sauce has become thick and a deep, rich red. The beef should be fork tender, almost falling apart at the slightest touch. Taste the stew and adjust the seasoning if needed. Maybe a pinch more salt or a crack of pepper to bring everything into perfect balance. If the beef isn't quite melting yet, Don't worry. Give it another 30 minutes or so. This extra time will make all the difference, transforming tough cuts into buttery, tender morsels. Slow cooking is the secret to that legendary goulash texture. Rich, velvety, and utterly satisfying. It's what sets this dish apart and makes it unforgettable. So take a moment to relax. Let the flavors mingle and deepen, and enjoy the anticipation as your kitchen fills with the mouth-watering aroma of tradition and comfort. When it's perfect, you'll know. The beef will be tender, the sauce rich, and the color a beautiful, inviting red. Now it's time for the finishing touches, maybe a sprinkle of fresh herbs or a dollop of sour cream. Your slow-cooked masterpiece is ready to be savored. Here's how to make your goulash truly shine. Use beef chuck for the best texture. Lean cuts just won't do. Don't rush the simmer. Longer cooking means richer flavor and tender meat. Goulash is even better the next day, so feel free to make it ahead. For extra sweetness, add a chopped red bell pepper with the onions. If your sauce is too thin, mix a tablespoon of corn flour with water and stir it in. Too thick? Add a splash of stock or water. Taste as you go. Seasoning is everything. Make it your own with little tweaks. The goal, a rich, glossy, deeply flavored stew. You're almost there. Missing an ingredient? No stress. Goulash is flexible. No beef chuck? Try brisket, short ribs, or even pork shoulder. Swap celery for leek, carrots for parsnip, or add bell peppers for sweetness. Mushrooms are great for extra earthiness. Use chicken or veggie stock if you're out of beef stock. Add a splash of red wine for depth, or swap tinned tomatoes for passata or tomato puree. The key is balancing richness with a touch of acidity. Adapt, experiment, and make it your own. The wait is over. Your goulash is ready, and it smells incredible. Serve it Hungarian style with crusty bread for dipping, or ladle it over wide egg noodles. Creamy mashed potatoes, boiled new potatoes, or even polenta are all perfect partners. Anything that soaks up that rich sauce is a winner. For a finishing touch, add a dollop of sour cream or Greek yogurt. Sprinkle with fresh parsley for color and freshness. Gather everyone around and dig in. You've created a bowl of pure comfort and tradition. Enjoy every bite. You've earned it. Good food, happy days. That's the magic of homemade goulash.